put it back more, شوي more, stop, maybe angle this way, maybe angle شوي this, شوي this, stop, شوي this, good, okay, this tamam, and now we'll get it up on the laptop. So right now there's nobody in the live, okay, but شوي, a few minutes, maybe this, and we get it up on the laptop. And we go to, where did I say before, content? Live, see here it says live. This say live here. Before we go here, we have to go. If you want to boss how to do this, you want glasses or no? Okay. Nobody live yet. So we go to this is YouTube Studio, and then we go to it's gonna take forever. Okay, nobody see it. Then we go here, content, look here. Then we go live. And this is us live here. And it's public, so everyone can post this now. And then you go to monetization on. This is for money on now. And this is live now. And then you go back to here. And then we go feed live. And we should be able to see if there's any comments here. So this is us here, and this is comments here. Somebody, Sikarawa, has said, haram, 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 hi. What you mean haram? This la haram. Hi everyone, welcome to our live. It's Maryam and Wael, and Hazwani says 467. What you mean? Do. No one understands. How is everyone today? Sikarawa, what's haram here? Nothing haram here. Yes, what's haram? What's come with here?
What haram?
What's haram? What? What country are you in? Besties, where do you live? Who's in the live? Where are you watching from today? Talk Arabic. Where besties from today? Egypt, Australia, America, Englistan. Well, talk this Arabic. Where besties today?
Well, besties today in Egypt and American and Australia and Pakistan and what? English and Arabic. واتك حرام. نعم وين حرام. This life is easy.
Easy.
This زوجتي أن سوا أن مريم حجاب وائل this إنه حرام. What حرام.
And iced coffee.
And iced coffee and قهوة مصري. What حرام.
It took, there are 4 people feel live today now. No, 4 people. Where are you from, besties? So we're in Egypt right now. Wael is Egyptian. If you haven't seen us before, I'm Australian, and we're in Egypt.
عايزينكم تطرحوا علينا أي سؤال أي أسئلة أو إحنا نقدر نجاوب عليها أو نشوف إيه المحرم في حاجة زي كده وممكن نتناقش مع بعض ونوصل لحل مع بعض ونوصل لنقاش كويس محترم مع بعضينا مش أكتر من كده.
There's 1-6 men's and women's fee live stream now, so maybe they talk more. Risman Motovlog says, okay. Jeannie's Point says, peace, smiley face, thumbs up. Risman Motovlog, you have a channel? Is that motorbikes or what? Who's here that has their own YouTube channel? I can't think of any questions. Do you want to ask us any questions? Come on, ask us something juicy. We just finished filming a mukbang video for iftar. We had full tamia. Sometimes people will talk and talk and talk and talk more, and sometimes they talk shwejas or yeah. Where are you from, besties? Tell us where you're from. What country?
اسألوا شو عايزين تسألوا في إيه وإحنا هنجاوب عليكم. عايزين تسألوا في حاجات إحنا اتكلمنا فيها قبل كده في فيديوهاتنا اسألوا فيها هنناقش بعض ونتكلم فيها عادي easy.
At least the net is working. Net's good. Besties, give us a thumbs up on the live. Give us a thumbs up. Please. I'm struggling here. Click like, besties. Click like. Say, hi besties, what country are you from? It's different crowds of people at different times when you do live stream. So in my iced coffee, I have giant cubes of ice, about 2.5 coffee doses, 8 sugars, and an entire cookies and cream ice cream on a stick. Okay? Don't judge me. Oh, it's so hot here. Nobody's talking. Oh my god. Why? Nobody gave us a thumbs up. Who are you people? Let's see. Sikarawa, Haswani, Rusman Motovlog, Genie's Point, and a whole lot of people that are just not going to comment. I don't know why. Why? Why no talk, besties? Oh, who's this? I have a channel. I'm in Florida, USA. Genie's Point. And is Genie's Point your channel or your private YouTube name? And what do you do on your channel? Genie's Point is from America, and she has a YouTube channel. Thanks for the comment, Jeannie. It was getting a bit stale before that. M has said Adelaide, South Australia. Bestie, having a beer. Oh, nice. Well, I hope it's a cold one, and I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, I used to live in Adelaide, South Australia. Chauncey, hi guys, Milwaukee, USA. So another one for America. And yes, South Australia. Yep.
ان شاء الله بنخطط انا ومريم في المستقبل نجوا سوا استراليا ان شاء الله.
Nice.
ان شاء الله.
What does Wael think you like to do Australia? Or what you like for Australia?
Family.
You want to see my family?
نعم, not family. Why no?
My family Magnum.
This family Wael now. Sure, yes or no?
No.
Why no look Wael family? نعم. And this شوية family and good family and شوية this and maybe شوية Wael joke.
Oh.
Why no?
If you go to my family, they'll want to drink beer with you.
What?
My family like to drink beer.
Beer?
Yeah.
Wael like قهوة. Easy. No come قهوة Australia. Beer just.
Oh my God, Queen. Oh. No. How are your cats going? I've got them in the other room right now. I don't know what is going on with Cookie. He's just like peeing everywhere. After the incident yesterday, if you watched the video, I found out it was Cookie. And I gave both cats a shower and cleaned them all up so they were beautiful again. And then I get up today and Cookie has not gone in the bathroom or the litter box. Cookie has gone all over the floor. You would not understand the trauma when I woke up. I did not want to see that. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on with Cookie. Something weird's happening. And for everyone that loves the cats, we just got them some worming medication, which they're going to have today or tomorrow. And before that, they had their flea spray, and all their fleas are gone. And both cats have been packing on the weight and getting Veluza also. They are like eating and you know.
نعم.
Males tend to spray and mark territory. I'm not really educated on that. Is that pee or not pee? Because it was like half a bucket of pee was on the floor. Thank God it's tiles and not carpet. Like, it's just not normal for him to do that. It's really weird. Does it get cold in winter? Egypt, for winter, does it get buried or buried alley?
No, 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 مو بارد أوي. Good.
It's more temperate and
Ah,
moderate, yeah. I mean, it's kind of summertime here now and it's bloody boiling. I'm really looking forward to winter time when it gets colder. Spray is strong pee. Maybe it is. Maybe he's marking his territory. What's the solution to that? To get the cat desexed? Because they don't do that here in Egypt. In Australia, you take the otter or the cat to the doctor and you the man cats, you understand? But here in Egypt, you know, I talk to everyone about this and they're like,
No, no,
no, this otter, this haram.
نعم ده حرام.
But he's like
no.
pissing everywhere. It's so gross. How does the heat compare to Australia?
لا تعديل بخلق الله أبدا.
What?
ده حرام.
Why haram?
ان انت تعدلي في خلق الله. ربنا خلق قطه and this sure no مريم this Allah why this no تعديل خلق الله this Allah sure.
So you don't tamper with the animal's natural ability to procreate is kind of what I'm getting.
حرام.
I guess it's just going to involve a lot of cleaning.
Of this cat of this صبي نو سوا this مريم and Wael. إنما no cut.
No cuts?
No cut.
Yeah, well, they just don't neuter cats here, so I guess he's gonna keep spraying everywhere. Oh my god. As a Westerner, that's horrifying to me, but you know, when in Rome, the heat compared to Australia. Well, depending on where you go in Australia, the heat is like vastly different anyway. I mean, if you go to South Australia, it's a very dry heat. If you go to Queensland, it's subtropical and there's moisture in the air and it's heavier to breathe. And when you come here to Egypt, I find that it's a dry heat. I mean, obviously, because there's the desert. But unlike Adelaide, South Australia, when I lived there, I had a lot of problems breathing in the hot air, even though it was dry. But here in Egypt, I don't have any trouble breathing with the hot air. For some reason, it's easier here. But the heat is like, it can be intolerable. It can be quite bad. But there's things you can do to make your house cooler and, you know, that type of thing. Yeah, good luck. Good luck without neutering the cat. I'll need it. Hello, when their litter box is too dirty, they won't use it. Maybe they need their own. Yeah, well, the video I did yesterday, the litter box was like full because we just got home and we'd spent the night at Wael's mum's house, so I hadn't cleaned it yet. But that's actually a really good point. They're eating a lot more food, so they're going to poop a lot more. And yeah, maybe getting a second litter box, that might be a really good idea. Had cats my whole life. I had 7 cats at once. If you have a question, I can help. 7? Wow, our neighbors have like, they told us how many cats our friends have.
10
Yeah.
maybe 7 or 9.
7 or 9?
No.
Yeah, we have some friends that have a lot of cats too.
That's 7 house.
Oh.
This 2 just house Maryam Wael. Why?
2 is more than enough for me. If we want more cats, we need a bigger house. True. Last time I was in Cairns, my friend had better breathing but has chronic asthma here. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be different for everyone, but I don't know what it is. The dry air in Egypt, it's so much easier for me to breathe. I literally have not had to use my Ventolin in the whole time I've been here, or
مرحبا
my
حضرتك
rescue
يا استاذ
meds
عبد الله
either.
شعبان.
What's this Arabic?
What's his name? Mr. Abdullah Shaban.
Talk what Arabic?
Abdullah Shaban, just what's your name is?
Oh, so what you do is you say hi and then the person's name.
Now,
No.
where is this? How are you, Mr. Abdullah Shaban?
This your friend or this YouTube just? Have you met women who speak English also? Yeah, it's quite variable in Egypt, so a lot of people do speak English. And you're really not going to know who speaks English and who doesn't unless you ask them first. And it can just depend on, where, not their education level, but where they were educated, or does the family, work in a business where they also speak English, or this type of thing. So definitely I've met people that speak English, but out of everyone that I've been introduced to, mainly it's men who speak English that I've been introduced to from Wael. For example, the pharmacist or the doctor speak English at the pharmacy. My female doctor that I went to see, she speaks English. A couple of family members speak English and Arabic. But my experience is that most people don't. But at the same time, a lot of people do. So it's kind of like random. But you might not know unless you ask someone. M says, I know you just got a new freezer, but in general, is the food safe to eat from street vendors, restaurants, etc.? That is my greatest fear, traveling, getting food poisoning. Okay. First of all, I'd just like to say that the food preparation that I've come across is excellent in Egypt, and you're very unlikely to get sick from eating at a cafe or restaurant from it being unclean, okay, because it's very clean and hygienic. The reason why a foreigner will get sick or get food poisoning is generally because of the water. Now, when you come from another country, there's different water treatments in different countries. So in Egypt, the water treatment here is different from Australia, and the bacteria is different in the water. So in Australia, we overkill the bacteria in our water. It's highly, treated with chemicals and this type of stuff. I'm not sure what they do in Egypt, but the bacteria in the water is actually what will get your stomach upset and give you food poisoning if you haven't drank the water here before. So if you're planning to travel and it's only for a short time, like a couple of days or a couple of weeks, the best thing to do is to drink only bottled water and to not eat food unless it's been cooked, because it brings it up to boiling point. So you don't eat, say, fruit and wash it in water, because then you've got the bacteria from the water on the raw fruit. Do you understand? But if you're going to stay here longer than a few weeks, like a couple of months or longer, or even live here, just understand that your body can adjust to the natural bacteria that's in the water and the fresh salads and stuff. It just takes time. And so there's really effective medications to manage it if you want your body to adjust. And you could just try to avoid it and drink bottled water forever, but it's a lot of work. It took me 3 months to get my body accustomed to be able to drink the local water without getting sick. Now I just drink tap water. I eat fresh salad without cooking it, and I don't get sick because my body has become accustomed to it. And there is bacteria in water everywhere you go across the world. It's just that it's a different bacteria than your body's been introduced to before. That's it. So, and obviously don't raw dog it. Don't go hard and drink 2 liters of water and go, I'm going to get used to it, because you will get sick. Um, you know, I did it like titration style, like a small little cup of water each day, and I took the medication with it, and then I would eat some salads, and it's just slowly introducing it in until your body is accustomed to it. I know you just, yep. How delicious is the koshery? What other Egyptian dishes have you tried? We love koshery, don't we? So good. Yeah. My favorite thing is bamya. I love bamya the most.
and ملوخية and this
Oh,
more
nice. What is bechamel?
اوه بشاميل اوه بشاميل عبارة عن مكرونة قلم عن ميلك لبن عن meat
No.
maybe chicken like this and like this easy and جبنة موزاريلا and شوية بيض
No.
just this
No.
نعم
And bechamel sauce. The best bechamel that you would eat in Egypt, if anyone wants to know where to get it from, because like I've tasted a few different people have made it. The best in Egypt is Wael's Wael's sister makes the best bechamel. Nobody makes it better than his sister. Nobody. Do you make Egyptian rice? Masri rose?
Rose.
Is this like what rose and what? I'm not sure what you mean by Egyptian rice. Do you mean like do you mean the long grain rice mixed with couscous, or what do you mean? I'm not
في
sure.
رز بسمتي في رز
Basmati, no.
نعم في رز عادي بلدي في ده وفي ده وفي ده بيتعمل بكام طريقة الرز المصري بيتعمل بكام طريقة في رز بيتعمل ببصل رز فيش بالسمك فقط رز البصل نعم رز عن بصل رز أبيض تمام رز أبيض ده and sauce بطاطس and بسلة and this في رز again رز الشعرية رز عن شعرية سوا تمام this taste again يعني this taste and this taste يعني دي ليه طعم ودي لها طعم تاني خالص تمام مختلفين عن بعض.
I like the rose with the samna beledi.
اوه سمنة بلدي دي حكاية. أنا عندي ماما أمي أي أكل عندها بتعمله بالسمنة البلدي. ما بتعملش بسمنه نباتيه خالص، سمنه بلدي فقط لا غير. وبخصوص انا هطلب منكم طلب لكل الناس اللي سامعاني وشايفاني ان امي تعبانه شويه، فاسالكم الدعاء والصلاه من اجلها. شكرا لي. وهستسمعكم 1 minute. Phone mama took my mama phone now. How are you? Okay.
Yeah, with the spices, I've got a giant shopping bag of different little packets of spices. You just go into like a store and the whole store is just like spices, and there's so many types you can get. I'm still like trying to figure out how to use them in a way that is palatable. Are there street cats? So many street cats, so many. Hi, Catherine Cookson. I don't want to know about street cats, makes me sad. You know, I've been giving that a little bit of thought, and I don't know, like, if it's legal or permitted to feed the street cats, or if anybody would be interested in going out and feeding them and filming it. I wouldn't be able to live stream it if we did it because the net is at home. That's most affordable for us. But if anyone has any ideas about street cats, feeding them, or if anyone has ideas for, anything relating to street cats that would make it into a positive thing rather than a negative thing, because you can't change, on a grand scale, but maybe like small pockets, you can help them out, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Well, cat food is pretty affordable, so it's something that I've been thinking about. Um, yeah, you did, Catherine. We don't do lives very often. I keep saying, yeah, I'm gonna do lives every day, and I talk to Wael and I say, oh, we're gonna go live 3 times today, and then I don't. I don't know why I do that. It's really annoying. I annoy myself. Do you miss Australia? What is the worst culture shock you had? Oh God. Um. I mean, I love Australia. I wouldn't say I miss Australia. I do love Australia very much, but it's more like I miss my daughter. I miss my binti Australia. You understand? I don't think, I have to run back to Australia. I need to go there right now. No, I don't think that. I like Egypt as well, so it's nice to be here. What's the worst culture shock you have had? I need to think about that. I don't know about the worst, but maybe you mean like something bad, or just like something that was like, what's that about? My God, I've got cat hair on me, and I swear it's just sticking to me. I think probably one thing that I noticed when I first came to Egypt was that I don't know what it's like in Cairo, but in a village town, things are very different. So probably the segregation is the biggest culture shock for me at this point, because it's very visual. So some places are segregated and some places are not. And, that could be, for example, one cafe might be for men's just this cafe. No woman's this cafe ever, abadan, never, never, ever. And so you walk past places as a woman that you can't go into. And, in Australia, you don't get this. It's not normal in Australia. So it's like, oh, why? I don't understand. And maybe it will be a shisha cafe. But if you go to Cairo, a shisha cafe might be full of men and women sitting together and this and this and this. But then you might go down the street here and you'll get a regular cafe, but it's not a shisha cafe, but you could order a shisha, but then it'll be segregated. So there'll be one section just for men. Only men will sit there. Okay, and that might be inside the cafe. And outside the cafe, there might be an area just for men again, and then an area for families. So families are the areas where women can sit, whether they have children or not. And so there's so much segregation that, to me, as somebody coming from Australia, that's probably the biggest shock so far that I can think of off the top of my head. It's just like it's not something that I've grown up with. It's very different, but at the same time, it can be a good thing, because if you sit, I find if I'm sitting in an area for families, generally speaking, you're not going to be harangued and bothered and irritated and annoyed by men. They're going to leave you alone, because this is the family area. And and so women are safe here and it's comfortable and relaxing. But yeah, that's the biggest shock I think that I can just think of. Oh, everything's different. Everything, like you could not imagine. It is like I can't even like I'm not exaggerating. Everything is different to the point where I think when Wael and I go to Australia, I think Wael will get a culture shock of how different Australia is, and it will be like reversing it around. He'll be like, "What's this in Australia?" Kind of like I'm like, "Oh, what's this in Egypt?" It's so different. Is Wael feeling better? You still sick, baby, or shway sick or sick off?
Mama?
No, you.
No, no, alhamdulillah, شوي sick, شوي, no more.
It's like
Alhamdulillah,
comme ci, comme ça.
نعم, شوي, no more. Alhamdulillah.
No, he's feeling good. He's feeling good.
الحمد لله على كل شيء.
No. Yeah, I always think I wish that all besties could come and visit Egypt and just experience Egypt for themselves, because it's such an interesting place to visit. It's a really interesting place to live. And of course, you know, your experience is going to be different if you're a foreigner and you're just visiting compared to if you're a foreigner and you're living here. If I made a mistake and entered an establishment for men, only what would happen? Of course, I would exit the moment I realized. I mean, I've been in a desperate situation where I needed to use the bathroom, the WC, because we were sitting outside Cafe Street near the bar and there's no WC. And the only place you could go WC or to the toilet was in the cafe where it's just men's just. And I said to Wael, I don't think I can go tuk house WC. And so he took me through the men's cafe and stood guard at the toilet until I finished. He stood there, he waited for me, he got permission for me to come through. Everyone was polite and friendly. But I felt like, as a woman, you probably wouldn't want to do that alone. I'm not saying it's dangerous, I'm just saying it wouldn't be a comfortable situation. So I think, I don't know what other women do, I guess they just, you know, hang on. But yeah, Wael was a complete gentleman and, you know, in that type of situation. If you make a mistake and enter, like, if you didn't know, well, I don't know if anyone would kick you out, but you would probably, as a woman, be approached, and people would think that you were there with odd intentions. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but you probably would understand. Of course, if you visit and you're not sure, you can just, you know, ask the people at the cafe who run the cafe, you know, is this a family area? Is this a good place for women to come to? And they'll just tell you if you're not sure. Have you learnt a lot of Arabic? It's bloody hard, mate. Good on you for this adventure. I feel like my Arabic is a bit not good. My Arabic is like really bad. It's embarrassing for me because I'm just not really good at it. But saying that, I'm sure that, you know, time will improve things, and yeah. I have been watching online like Arabic clips and videos for learning Egyptian Arabic. And of course, I don't know if everybody here knows or not, Arabic is not the same as Egyptian Arabic. It's actually quite different. And so any previous learning that I've done for, you know, it's like down the drain anyway. Well, what did Mama say? You go to Mama house or?
ماما نيجي نوم واسيب وأقول ماما.
Maybe later. Okay. I need more of my iced coffee.
One minute, please.
Wael bought me an ice cream on a stick. It was a cookies and cream chocolate covered ice cream. So I stuck it in this with giant ice cubes, 2.5 coffee doses, 8 sugars, and mixed the ice cream in. And don't judge me. This is what it looks like. Wael's doing a happy dance at the other end of the room because he's having a cigarette break. And he knows I want one. And I'm sitting here watching him smoke a cigarette. Oh well, I've got my iced coffee. Chauncey, it's so good. This iced coffee, it's so creamy. Lately I've been craving anything milky. So when I get anything milky, I'm just like, oh yes, I'm in heaven. Probably sounds like a lot of coffee, but I think this is 1.5 liter or something like that. Guilt-free ice cream, iced coffee. So good. Oh, I really want that. Why? I'm gonna sit here and try to be healthy and not have a toke and not have a smoke. I really want to quit smoking, and I've tried several times and I've failed, and I feel so stupid. Is that a baby crying or is that the cat? I think somebody has a baby. I quit smoking 13 years ago. Yeah. Well, last time I quit smoking, I found out I was preggers with my daughter, and that was a long time ago. And then I just quit. I didn't smoke again. But when I came to Egypt, I started smoking again. I was like, why did I do that? Honestly, I felt like I needed to after the flight from Australia to Egypt. It was the most traumatizing experience. I am not joking. 8 sugars seems extreme. How many sugars in a can of Coke? And also, are you counting the sugar in my ice cream? But you know, when I hit the menstruation defenestration zone, it's an ice cream, iced coffee for me, full of sugar. I don't care. I don't care. You have to want to quit more than you want the cigarette. Yeah, so true. I keep making excuses. There literally is no excuse other than I'm just feeling weak. I'm feeling weak and pathetic. And I'm not being sarcastic, like I'll just get down in that frame of mind where I just can't do it, which is very unlike me. Because I'm really up myself. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm like, nothing's gonna stop me. And then, you know, I'm in my weak mindset and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go have a smoke, which is stupid. It's like, why am I thinking like that? It's got to the point where I'm irritating myself. I know I'm gonna quit. I know I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. It looks like James Dean standing over there with that. Yeah. He's got his glasses on top of his head. He's standing like this as well. Yeah, good luck. Well, I'll probably need it because I've got all the stupid excuses in the world. So, oh, cat hair on my nose, besties. Thank God for allergy tablets. Cats are so fluffy. Oh, while I've got everyone here, I'm just going to ask a question. Um, is anyone interested in, not this video obviously, but specifically just for any live stream videos for doing tarot readings live? If you're interested in that type of thing, can you let me know in the comments? If you're not interested, you can let me know in the comments, whatever. I've just been thinking about that for a little while. How's my hair? Very short, but thankfully soft. So it was like this. It was cray cray. But I did like some oil treatments and all this kind of stuff, and now my hair's like super soft. But yeah, it's like super short, which it doesn't suit me. It really doesn't. But that's okay. At least I didn't need to shave the whole lot off. It's just gone like normal hair again. You see? It's not like that anymore. I've got some partial beauty back. Thank God. Catherine Cookson, I love tarot, always interested. M says, I love tarot too, so I am in. Awesome, cool. I just, two people are interested, that's cool for me. I just didn't want to do it if like everyone's like, why are you doing that? We don't like that, But if even a couple of people are interested, definitely I will do that soon. Was that a nice break you had over there? Yeah. I'm so jealous. You know what I'll be doing when I get off the live stream? Yeah, it's a bit like that. We were thinking about live streaming on the balcony today, but we already had it set up here, so maybe we'll live stream on the balcony another time. You finish your hour? Well, makes the best coffee.
عايز مريم تشوف لي الفنجان.
Oh, you want to do a coffee reading?
No.
Now?
No.
Use this, no, this tabak. This is Maya. Wael wants me to do a coffee reading for him. Did you experience any discrimination wearing the hijab in Australia? Australia isn't as bad as people say. Australia is a great country. I really love Australia. But absolutely, yeah, I did experience discrimination wearing the hijab. Of course, it depends on what area you're in, as to, what type of people you're going to encounter. But, at least 2 times I had people trying to rip my hijab off my head, literally, and it was always men. Do you know what I mean? It was always men that do that. I wouldn't say it's highly usual, but definitely did happen. People that are like really vocal and tell you to take it off and go back to your own country and all this kind of shit. My experience with that is that it's generally women that do that in Australia. That was my experience. It kind of made it really hard for me to wear the hijab in public. And it felt really isolating. But I didn't want to take it off. I just felt like, embarrassed and ashamed that other Australians would treat people like that, thinking that as an Australian that I was a foreigner in my own country and that that's how they treat foreigners in our country of Australia. It made me feel really ashamed and embarrassed by their behavior. And I think, not everybody is like that. Certainly, if and when we go back to Australia, I'll be wearing the hijab, I won't be taking it off. But I'll be feeling kind of more reassured because I don't leave the house, generally speaking, without my husband. So if anybody wanted to hassle me, they'd have to deal with my husband. So in Australia previously, I would leave the house with my daughter. And so my daughter does not wear the hijab. And so if people would harass me, when I was wearing the hijab, she would go in and tell them to fuck off, basically. And that's not common language for her. And she's quite the lovely young woman. So people don't expect her to react like, leave my mum alone or I'm going to shank you kind of thing. But she definitely made me feel safe to go out of the house wearing the hijab, and I thank her for that because she's such a great daughter. But yeah, not everyone in Australia is like that, but there are a lot of racist people wherever you go that, are going to presume that everyone's a foreigner just because they're wearing a hijab or whatever. Just, they don't represent us all, do you know what I mean? There are Australians that are respectful and understanding of other cultures, and I hope that answered your question.
مريم دلوقتي الحمد لله ماني مسلم. never hijab again.
Yeah, some people wear hijab and some people don't, and it's an individual choice for a lot of women that get that choice. But I like wearing hijab, so yeah. No, this is fine. Just give it a minute. You like the layout of the apartment? Yeah, it is. It's cozy, but it feels bigger than it is because just the way it's set up. Yeah, the floors are quite pretty. Of course, if you clean them because they're white, they're immediately going to get dirty, but I prefer it over carpet, especially with cats. Have you seen any extremely large spiders in Egypt? The kind that chase you around the house? No. We left that behind in Australia. So, Wael, what was in my shoe the other day? I left my mother-in-law's house and my shoes were kind of outside, so I put my ship on my foot. What was for my shoe? It was the size of a huntsman spider, and it was in my shoe, and it was just doing this inside my shoe, and I'm I was in shock because I thought, is there a huntsman spider in my shoe in Egypt? And I just walked out from my mother-in-law's house with my shoe on, and I got into the street, and I'm like, am I hallucinating? There are no spiders this size here. I'm actually conceptualizing this in my mind. And then I feel something bite me, I swear. I thought, if I take it off, it's going to crawl up inside my abaya and it's going to be in my clothes and I'm in the street. But it was wriggling around so much that I freaked out. I ripped my shoe off and I threw my shoe onto the ground. And out came this creature, okay? What was it? I don't even know what, it looked like a scarab beetle, but it had legs coming out like a spider. And it was this big. Anyway, I don't realize it's me screaming. I think I'm hearing someone else screaming because I'm that hysterical. I'm ah! Ah! And I'm die, move, moved in the middle of the street. There's dirt flying everywhere. There's guts from this creature. Neighbors are coming out to see who the crazy person is. And then I realized it was me that was screaming. And I'm like, I don't even know what it was, but I killed it. And when you kill it, it kind of like shrinks down. And of course, I beat the legs off it. I don't know what it was. I've never seen anything like it here. And I wouldn't be scared of it if it wasn't in my shoe. It just looked like a scarab beetle with spider legs. I don't know what the fuck it was. I'm sorry for swearing, but damn. Anyway, then the neighbors came out and they were laughing at me. And I would laugh at me too, because that would have been hilarious to watch. But yeah, I don't miss the giant spiders. You know, at least 3 times a week, my daughter is telling me on video call about, you know, how she beat a spider to death in the house and it was the size of a dinner plate. I don't miss that part of Australia. Not sure how I would react to someone using their hands on an article of my clothing. Speak to me however you wish. Putting your hands is another next level. Yeah, I felt so violated when, you know, any occasion where a man has tried to rip my hijab off in Australia. It's only happened 2 times that I can recall, but it's petrifying. It really is. Yeah, scary. Anyway, I would have passed out, lol. Scared as fuck of spiders here, so can't imagine that in Egypt. Yeah, but it wasn't a spider. In Australia, we have Christmas beetles. It kind of looked like a combination of a Christmas beetle and an Egyptian scarab from like the movie The Mummy. But then it had like these spidery legs that came out. I don't know, maybe it was a cockroach or a beetle, but then it had these legs. It was scary. Anyway. Wael's coffee reading. This is looking chunky. What's going on? Let me see if I can read it.
Wael
Oh, this one no good, baby.
Do
you want to do our again?
I'm sure.
Well, just no, Maryam.
1 minute.
Okay. Wael's going to go cook some coffee.
Yes,
and then he's going to drink the coffee, and then I'll give him a coffee reading. Yeah, I felt like my adrenaline was through the roof with this spider-like creature. But yeah, I've seen one daddy long legs that the cat was eating. I've seen a miniature jumping spider. It was like the size of like a 1-cent coin, and it was white. I just don't see any spiders here. I'm sure they have them here, but just probably not in housed areas. And I don't know. Thank God. Catherine, don't worry, most Aussie ladies would punch anyone on putting their hands on us, lol. That's so true. That's so true. Oh, I remember this one time I was I was having quite the disabling problem with my leg, and I couldn't walk properly. I was leg dragging and shuffling and using mobility equipment. And 2 men tried to rob me outside of the Logan Home Hyperdome in Queensland. They tried to steal my handbag. And this is years ago. My 2 daughters were with me. And I'm like trying to wrestle them and not fall over because, you know, I'm having this disabling problem with my leg. It was extreme at the time. And one guy pulls a knife, just a small one, like a pocket knife. And my daughters were standing like nearby and they were doing something, talking or whatever, and they see this because I start to shout. And both my daughters rush over and basically kick and punch the men and retrieve my handbag, and the men run away. Yes, Aussie women, absolutely 9 times out of 10 will kick your butt. It's true. Especially the young ones. They don't take any They don't take any sauce, you know. Um, he's got the coffee now. He's gonna cook it. Are Americans like that? American women? Like if somebody tries to rob you, or women in the UK, or wherever you are, like if people try to manhandle you or steal your handbag, what do you do? Or if they put their hands on you, or, you know, have you ever experienced anything like that before? Is it common to like somebody trying to mug you? Could happen anywhere. What's your response to that kind of thing? I definitely haven't had any problems like that in Egypt. Definitely in Australia though, but again, you know, most of us Aussie women can handle ourselves generally speaking. I think you have lost a lot of weight over there. Yeah, not enough though. I'm still pretty chunky monkey, but I mean, I eat whatever the heck I want, really. I mean, I've got my 8 sugar whole ice cream, iced coffee, 2 liter jug over there, and yeah, I have lost some weight, but I wouldn't say I'm making an effort to lose weight. It's just kind of like happening. Um, just say, I don't blame you. Message retracted. Is the diet better overall? Um, yes and no. And I'll tell you why. The reason why I say no is because from a Western standard, the food is very, very, very fatty, oily, greasy. If something doesn't have that in it, you add it in. Like if you get cheese, you pour oil into the cheese and you mix it in. You cook the meat in fat and oil. You cook the vegetables in oil. You cook everything in meat fat that you've put aside. And a lot of people would say, "Oh, that's really unhealthy." However, for some of those fats, there's a lot of nutrients and also protein and that type of thing. I'm not a health specialist, obviously, but different diets work for different people. And I find myself eating more fat than actual meat. Um, and depending on your socio-economic standing and what you can afford for food, I guess would depend on what type of diet you have. Like some people are just eating 1 meal a day and they're eating rice and peas. You know, if you eat rice and peas every day, you're going to lose weight. And some people are eating, you know, copious amounts of takeaway food and maybe gaining weight. So the diet here has a lot of fresh food, pickled foods, fermented foods, lots and lots of fruits and vegetables and meals. And like I said, if you do eat meat, generally speaking, you're going to eat less meat and more fat, or more meat fat. You know, it's rendered down into your cooking. And I don't know what difference that makes, other than when I eat, I feel more full for longer, and I feel more satisfied eating fatty food. And a lot of people would be really scared to eat fatty food, but definitely fat content is a huge part of the Egyptian diet. But for some reason, you know, it appears to be good for weight loss. So make of it what you will. Many American women have guns in their purse, so it's a good idea for the purse snatcher to get the purse away from her before she gets access to her equalizer. Her equalizer. I love the way you put that. Do you think in the states where it's legal in America to carry a gun for self-protection, um, do women have to pull it often, or it's like rarely or never, or it's just like to feel safe, or it's just for an emergency and they've never had to pull it out, or you know it's really common, or
فطراوة.
the equalizer. Bang, bang.
Welcome coffee, Egypt. Good.
Catherine Cookson was just talking to us saying that in America, women have their purse, a gun fee purse. So if men touch woman this, back off, buddy.
نعم, this is good. عشان العمال touch woman again. نعم, this is good.
Sounds nice.
نعم.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was just wondering, do they, like, is it normal to have to actually pull the gun? Or do people know that women carry, and so they don't mess with women? I think in Australia, more people are likely to carry knives. Yeah. Even children sometimes. I mean, it depends what area you're in, but just, you know, it's not like it was 30 years ago where you can kind of like let your kids walk down the street and you know that they're fine. Some areas are in Australia, but just more commonplace, you know, people take protection with them when they go down the street. Hi, Teresa. How are you, darling? Interesting topics about weapons. It's getting violent. That's good, Teresa. We were just talking about women beating men and guns and knives and carrying protection and safety for women. I know you have had struggles with mental health. Is it taboo there? Can you get medication if needed? I've heard that it's taboo here, but I haven't had any taboo experiences here in regards to mental health. I think it's an expanding health industry in Egypt, so maybe you might say it might be a little bit behind, but there are, you know, different treatments for mental health wherever you go anyway, and you could consider a lot of things, you know, experimental because different things work for different people. If I wanted medication, well, my doctor told me not to take medication because the medications that I've tried have made things worse for me. So I am unmedicated and released on the world. I'm really sorry, guys. I moved from a big city to a small town and everyone carries out there. Really? What about like old ladies? Like old women? Do they carry the guns? Or maybe especially the old women? Depending on your area, some may go a lifetime and never use it. Others may use it only at a range so they're prepared. So they can shoot. It's not for show. Women have had to do what they had to do. Yeah, it is unfortunate, but you know, women have the right to protect themselves. So if it's legal, yes. Hi, Maureen. Oh my god, I can't get the cat itchy fur off my nose. I swear it's still on there. Oh, what I'm growing hair off my nose.
Now.
Somebody zoom into my nostril and see if there's hair in there. I swear it's just like itchy, like, you know, when you get cat fluff in your nose. If I got nose hair, I would just wax it. I think Wael's looking forward to his coffee reading. I gave him a coffee reading yesterday. And by the time we got home, his coffee reading came true. So I feel like I'm pretty accurate. I told him from his coffee reading yesterday that he would either go to a reunion with family, a reunion with friends, or get invited to an event or a place with a large group of people. And by the time we got home, he had been invited to a wedding. So I'm just kind of wondering what today's coffee reading is going to say. Oh my god, that iced coffee is so good. It's melted, of course. Maureen, what you been up to? What you doing, Maureen? Maureen always leaves me the most interesting comments on my videos. Maureen, Wael wants to know where are you from? I think Maureen is Australian. Are you Australian, Maureen? Maureen leaves comments on my videos. No, nice. And now Maureen is in my live stream. So I'm waiting. Come on, Maureen, give it to me. So entertaining. Has anyone seen Julie lately? Haven't seen Julie for ages. No, stop. Oh my god. No. That's one of my old ones. Oh my god.
Oh, this hit Maryam before.
Haram, don't show me my hair. Okay. I'll decide what's good and what's not good. Smells nice. M said, from one Australian to another, get fucked. See you next Tuesday. We don't need negativity here. Are you fighting with Maureen? That was for Maureen, not anyone else. Well, Maureen hasn't said anything mean yet. But yeah, that's kind of like, that's probably generally the Australian response. But let's give Maureen a chance. Maybe Maureen's got something nice to say today. Hey Maureen, how are you? How are you, darling? Let's do this coffee read. Oh, what's this? Well. Oh.
Wow.
Oh. No. Okay, the coffee reading says, you have a choice to make between two things, this or this. doesn't specify. You'll keep one thing and the other thing will go away. And after this, you're going to have some money come here. Money is going to come. And
Money come here, Wael.
yes,
Ya Allah. Amin ya Rab.
it's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. So when you get money come in, be careful this money, careful this money, money more. And Shui, no, now you go to bar. Shui, no, now you go bar.
Guba.
Yes,
Wael.
yes. You go bar? Watch your coffee reading say this. What does this say? Teresa. So what do you think? So your coffee rating said you've got a decision. You've got a decision. This or this. This or this.
This or this.
Yes, you have a decision to make. Only Wael know what this is. And you go this off. Or you go this off. And then sway this, you get some money come here. And then sway this, you go back. Page.
خلاص finish safe خلاص finish hard. شوي دي finish
Oh,
hard.
why would the bar is so nice?
السنة الجاية أجيب. وائل نجو بحر مثلا تقريبا 12 سنة نجو بحر. نعم.
Nooker Beach?
نعم.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Took easy?
What are you gonna say?
Took easy?
What are you gonna say? I don't understand.
No money.
No, but your hour reading, your coffee reading say money come here.
Yes, no, come here, money, وائل go back. Sure, وائل money سوا سوا.
You sit bar, you be like, what this caca is better bar.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Teresa said, may good fortune come your way. The good come to Wael. No. No. Positive thinking, people. Kelly Dusty, hi, no, bye, you two. Nice to see you both. I'm off to cook dinner. Bye, Kelly. I hope it's delicious. Happy cooking.
What cooking today?
She might be gone. Are you still there, Kelly? What are you cooking? Hi and bye not. No, hee hee. Thank you. What?
Thank you.
Som THC. Hello from the USA. Hi, Som THC. Where did you live in Adelaide or everywhere? Everywhere. So everywhere from Stockport, South Australia to Norwood, Stonyfell, Burnside, when I was a child, I think Salisbury North, Brahma Lodge, Campbelltown, been all over South Australia, all over. What time is it there? It's 3:47 a.m. here in Maryland. It is 10:54 a.m. So I mean we're six hours ahead or something like that. I'm not great with math. You're making satay? You mean like peanut satay? I love that. Oh, the first message I sent said no instead of and, so it should have said hi and bye. Yeah, I gathered that. That's cool. I get it. Happy Sunday fun day. Is it Sunday today? Yesterday before Sept?
What's up?
Sunday today?
No,
No?
no.
I literally lose track in Egypt. I don't even know what day it is. Also, I hope your daughter is doing well. Yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good. Yeah. She's been growing strawberries and onions and garlic and what else? Wild plants. Her house is full of pot plants and outside is full of plants. And oh my god, something weird happened and she told me. A water dragon followed the dog home from the park and entered the property and will not leave my daughter's house. A water dragon. And apparently it's like this big and it's in the garden and it hides under a bush. And when she watches the football, there's a sliding glass door. It comes up to the sliding glass door and like stares at her like this. She said she's tempted to let it in the house and make it her new pet dog. But I don't know if that would be safe. It's about the size of a small crocodile. So you and hubby plan on going out to the tourist areas to show us? Yeah, definitely. But when we're a little bit more financial to do that, right now we're just still trying to set up the house, like we've got the freezer and that type of thing. So yeah, we don't just want to like look at stuff, we want to like really explore together. And some of those things can be, affordable and other things might be a bit more pricey. So when we do look at the tourist things, it will be Wael's first time doing those things as well, not just mine. Because even though he's lived in Egypt, for example, he told me he hasn't been to the pyramids before. You know about pyramids before? Yeah.
Well, no more. One and two. Well,
Oh, when you're a baby? Oh.
that's how you do it. So.
Oh, thank you for the $5, Kelly. She said, have a lovely Sunday. Oh, thanks so much, Kelly. That's so generous. Yeah, I kind of like, I don't know what it is. I've just got like this perfectionist outlook. Like, I don't want to do the tourist things unless we do it perfectly. Like, I want to buy a microphone. I want to get another, like, phone perspective, like maybe use Wael's phone and my phone and do like a double filming and like get an app to kind of mesh it together. I don't know, like I'm kind of overthinking it. Do you know what I mean? Like I want it to be really good on camera. I understand. I saw your new freezer. It looks nice. Sure, you are happy to have it. Yes, the freezer is so good. Without it was definitely a struggle.
Well, now اشرب ميه
Yeah.
عندي فلان اشرب ميه حارة بجد.
Yeah, before he was like, the Maya is hard.
Well, عندي فلان عطشان ميه بالعك. Well, that's our maya.
I love it when you guys take us out and the streets are busy and sounds especially interesting to me. Yeah, same here. I mean, when you first come to Egypt, the sights and the sounds can actually be a little bit overwhelming. just because everybody's a little bit closer, and you might have not many people, and then suddenly you're in a crowd of people, kind of like crammed together, or like traffic is going everywhere, and there's like sounds everywhere that are like foreign to you, and it's all happening at once. It can be a bit much, but it can also be really exciting. Yeah, at least a couple of times a day I hear horses go past, like horse and cart, um, donkey and cart. You get livestock going past. Um, we're quite close to the train station. Um, when people talk here, they're generally louder than anywhere I've ever experienced. Um, and it's something I've had to get used to, that people are not actually angry. People just talk really loud here. And um, it's just normal. Like, people are very loud, and animated as well. So I find that's very different from Australia. Like, if somebody's really loud and animated, you go, "Oh, are they Italian?" Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd be, everyone's kind of like a bit more chill and relaxed style in Australia, a bit more casual. So yeah, Egypt is very different, very different. I like it when your hubby says dippy dippy.
Nah, I know.
I just celebrated 39-year anniversary last Friday and my 60th birthday on Monday. I live 45 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. 39 years together with your partner? That's like, these days, that is unheard of. That is awesome. And you turned 60. How do you feel to be 60? Do you feel like you're 21 still? You married your high school sweetheart? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God. You just knew that was the right person for you. That's so amazing. Age is just a number, yeah. That's so true. Yeah, it's weird. Like, one day you're 15 and the next day, you're 44 or you're 60. You just feel the same, don't you? You just don't really feel older. I get it. Well, happy birthday for, was it the other day? Yeah, last week. Happy birthday for last week. Hope it was a good one. Did you want to say anything else, baby? Did you want to say anything else? You want to talk or not talk? Just another day on the calendar? Well, if you get to spend it with the person you love, well, that's pretty awesome, or some friends and people around you. And as long as it was, a happy time. And
أنا عايز أقول حاجة صغيرة، عايز أقول للناس اللي هي عايزة تسافر لمصر وتيجي سياحة لمصر، تيجي تتفضل ويتصلوا بينا، نبقى معاهم مرشدين سياحيين، نخرج نوديهم الأهرامات، نوديهم أي أماكن سياحية في مصر. مصر جميلة، مصر أم الدنيا، مصر الأمن والأمان لكل شعوب العالم.
what's up, baby?
Donc, maybe English and American and Australia, like I see to come here, Egypt, to look around to this now, why you come here? So, Wael and Maryam and go sawa, no pyramid, no go this, do this, and do this, sawa.
Oh my God.
Why no?
Imagine that if besties came to Egypt to visit us.
It's good more. maybe think man come here Egypt, no like Egypt good. Took Wael come here, took Maryam come here, sawa, and go pyramids, and go this, and do this, and Wael. Nah, I know.
Oh.
It's easy.
Oh.
Nah,
Oh.
welcome Egypt.
Yes, I
Yeah.
just want to stipulate for
We're
legal
talking-
reasons right now, and obviously the majority of you here would never do this, but please, besties, don't just turn up at my house and say that we said to come, okay? Don't make it creepy. Okay, other than that, well, I was like, why no? Why?
Right, yeah.
We'll celebrate while on vacation. I go every year with my two younger sisters for 2 weeks, oceanfront. Oh, Som DTHC goes a holiday, bar,
No.
family, house, bed, bar here.
Oh, like this
Come
more.
here on camera.
Like this more.
Don't worry about people coming here. Wael's gonna go and see you.
No. I have come here. No.
Oh my god. Oh. What's your name, this Arabi?
Oh, this family.
This what's your name?
Ahmed Harbawi. This family Wael. I am Wael Harbawi. This Ahmed Harbawi. This Ahmed Tamatin.
Your cousin?
نعم أحمد
Your uncle cousin?
طماطم
With Bibi Tomato?
نعم this Ahmed.
Oh,
This is my
if
brother.
Tomato, if Tomato here. Hi, Tomato!
نعم
The cutest baby you will ever
عامل يا
see.
حبيبي أخبارك يا عم تسألك تتصل بيا امبارح ما اتصلتش يا عم براحتك يا عم ماشي
Some DTHC say, come on, ha ha ha. Come bar now.
Now?
Come house bar.
Now, like now. Come here.
Why now?
Oh, this now.
Whoa, keep it spicy. Oh.
شكرا. Thank you.
I feel the same way, Teresa. You two are adorable. Oh, thank you.
What?
Teresa say, well, Maryam cute.
شكرا. Thank you.
He's like, I know.
Thank you.
I know. Thank you.
Because you do this. This is good. Thank you more.
I have posted some of my vacation videos from last year. I love waking and watching the sunrise with a cup of coffee. This is on, if we click your name in the comments, these videos would be available. Somdi THC, or is it on private setting on YouTube? Okay, everybody. So if you want to see Somdi THC's vacation videos on YouTube, then just click their name and go to their YouTube and check them out. I certainly will be later because I'm nosy. Maybe we boss bar Somdi THC YouTube bar this.
Why you look bullshit? Why let go? No bullshit.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna let you know we're gonna go now. We have a couple of things to take care of, and thanks to Wael's family member Ahmed who popped into the chat. Hi, how are you? And everyone say hi to Ahmed. And thanks for the besties, newbies, and people who are regulars that came along and having a chat. And yeah, everyone have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you soon in another live stream. Have a great day, besties. Bye.
Bye, besties.
Can you bring me this baby? Face close up. Where's the off button? Bye, besties. Oh god, it won't turn off. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay.